What is the value of a human life in this world? 10 crores? 100 crores? To be precise, 35,000 Indian rupees crore, approximately $386 million. Yes, that is the staggering amount a nation spent just to bring back a single man from enemy hands. It may sound like the plot of a Hollywood movie, but this is a shocking real-life incident that took place in April 2026, gripping the entire world. On April 3rd, inside Iranian airspace, one of America's greatest prides, the enemy's nightmare, the F-15E Strike Eagle fighter jet, was flying over Iran. It is considered one of the best combat aircraft in the world. Suddenly, mid-air, an unexpected attack occurred. Iranian missiles accurately targeted and struck the powerful American aircraft. The jet caught fire in the sky. Just before it crashed, the American military quickly rescued the pilot. However, there was another person on board besides the pilot, the weapons systems officer, a senior officer in the U.S. military holding the rank of colonel. In the final moments before the burning aircraft went down, he was forced to eject by parachute into Iranian territory, specifically into the northern mountain ranges of Iran. That is where the real survival story began. Imagine this: extreme cold, vast unfamiliar mountains, enemies everywhere, and death potentially waiting at any moment. The Iranian military knew very clearly that somewhere below, an American colonel was hiding alive. A man who possessed many of America's most sensitive military secrets was now on their soil. Their only objective was to capture him alive. A massive manhunt began. Iran even announced a large reward for anyone who could locate him, dead or alive. Ordinary citizens joined the search. Iran's elite military force, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, along with their paramilitary force Basij, began combing through the mountains. Using drones and dogs, they searched every rocky path and forest trail. The situation was such that the American officer could be captured at any moment. But throughout this time, the officer moved intelligently. For nearly 2 days, he evaded enemy detection in the freezing mountains. During those 2 days, he maintained contact with the U.S. military using advanced technology. He knew that ordinary phones or radios could be intercepted easily by Iranian forces. So he relied on highly classified beacon signals and satellite-based communication devices. To inform the U.S. military about his location and surroundings, he used encrypted internet-based communication methods like Voice over Internet Protocol, VoIP. Because these calls were encrypted, despite Iran's massive search operation, they could not intercept his communications or pinpoint his location. Meanwhile, America was not sitting idle. They were preparing for a major military operation. President Donald Trump's stance was clear: American soldiers would be protected at any cost. The U.S. government was not willing to let the colonel become a prisoner of war under any circumstance. They refused negotiations with Iran. Instead, the Pentagon decided to launch a large-scale aerial rescue mission using full military strength. The scale of the mobilization to rescue one man amazed the world. Numerous fighter jets, advanced helicopters carrying commandos, MQ-9 Reaper drones capable of silent surveillance and precision strikes, and massive tanker aircraft for mid-air refueling were deployed toward the Iranian border. However, the U.S. knew that directly attacking into the center of Iranian forces could endanger the officer's life. This is where the CIA employed a clever strategy. To divert Iran's attention, the CIA deliberately leaked false intelligence suggesting that the U.S. was planning a major sea-based rescue operation. News spread that American naval ships were approaching Iran's coast and that the extraction would occur via the sea. Believing this misinformation, Iranian forces shifted major attention and troops toward coastal regions. That brief window was the only opportunity the U.S. military needed, and they used it precisely. In the early hours of April 5th, in a deserted agricultural field in Iran's Isfahan region, one of the most dramatic rescue missions in history unfolded. Breaking the silence, American helicopters descended daringly into the field. Iranian forces, realizing the rescue attempt, rushed toward the area. But the U.S. was prepared. American fighter jets circling overhead provided intense covering fire, preventing Iranian forces from advancing even a step. At the same time, MQ-9 Reaper drones continuously monitored the area. Any Iranian vehicle or soldier approaching was targeted with precision missile strikes. The region effectively became a battlefield filled with gunfire and explosions. Amid the chaos, American commandos located their colonel. He was swiftly secured and evacuated by helicopter. Through a meticulously planned and high-risk military operation, the officer was brought back alive. But the story doesn't end there. The cost of this single rescue operation, approximately 35,000 Indian rupees crore, has sparked global debate. This figure includes the value of the destroyed F-15E Strike Eagle, the advanced drones and aircraft used, millions of dollars worth of weaponry, fuel costs, and other operational expenses. Both Iran and the United States have presented their own versions of events. Iran claims it shot down two C-130 transport aircraft and two Black Hawk helicopters during the operation, stating they did not allow foreign aircraft to violate their airspace without consequence. The U.S., however, denies this. The White House stated that some aircraft experienced technical failures and were deliberately destroyed by U.S. forces to prevent sensitive technology from falling into enemy hands. Despite everything, America confirmed that none of its personnel were killed in the operation, a major relief for them. This incident has further worsened relations between Iran and the United States. America's willingness to take such enormous financial and military risks to rescue a single soldier sends a powerful global message. It will protect its citizens at any cost. On the other hand, Iran believes its ability to destroy advanced American aircraft demonstrates the strength of its defense capabilities. In short, this event was a massive clash of intelligence, technology, and military power. The rescue operation, watched closely by the entire world, reveals the intense geopolitical power struggles between nations and the harsh realities faced by soldiers who risk their lives every moment.